toothbrush will not fulfill the purpose of the miswak. And in our time, miswak does not suffice for toothbrush either. I want everyone to realize this. Sometimes we mix up things under emotion sometimes, and sometimes we try to make just things look better. But we want to keep everything where it belongs to. The purpose of the miswak is to clean our mouth and clean our teeth. That's the purpose of the miswak. So anything that will do this, it will be recommended and we should use it. Nowadays, the type of food and the amount of food maybe that we use and we eat. You had your lunch? What did you eat your lunch? We see the type of food. In those days, they have pieces of meat, which we call it barbecue. Really, barbecue was the meat that generally they would eat. Other than that, dates. But if we look at our food, it's so many different types of liquids, and then type of food that will be getting stuck all over your mouth. So generally, the miswak will not be able to reach everywhere and clean all of that. So you need toothbrush for that. But would toothbrush suffice for miswak? No. Yes, the time you did the toothbrush, that's enough. I would say, my personal opinion, that at that time, after doing the toothbrush, you don't really just have to do miswak once again. Because it's done, the purpose is being fulfilled. So yes, you fulfill the purpose in a nice way. But now, how many times a day would you use the toothbrush? People who would exaggerate, they will say 3 times. But generally, you use them twice. And some of us, we may even use it only once. So, now, miswak. The way we see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam using the miswak, maybe 100 times a day. When he wakes up, right away he will do miswak. During wudu, he's making miswak. He finished his salah, he's going out, he's doing miswak. He talked to people, gathering is over, he's doing miswak. He was quiet for a long time, he will do miswak. He's going back home, he will do miswak. So you would see him constantly doing miswak. Now he ate anything. After eating anything, he will do miswak. Just like we eat the gum to clean a little bit. So this is what miswak is. So that you use it like you just had a chocolate. You're not going to use toothbrush for that. So you're not going to carry your brush with you all the time in your pocket. See, this is another major difference. Once I went to a masjid in New Jersey. In fact, that was one of the reasons they invited me over there, that there was a person, a speaker of our times. MashaAllah, a lot of good speakers we have. And they're only speakers, which means sound system. They have a good sound system in them. So, that person came and he just went off when the person doesn't know what to say. Time is running out and he wants to say something that will impress people. So he will just make things out of his own pocket. So anyway, he just went on, this miswak is not sunnah, it's just toothbrush is enough and this and this. So some people were in favor, mashallah, this is great. No, this is knowledge. And some people said, no, let's invite this guy here. So they invited me and I went over there. And right away, as soon as the talk is over, the question comes up, because that was the main purpose of it anyway. The topic comes up that, this is what we heard about miswak. What's your opinion? So I said, who has a toothbrush in his pocket right now? I'm sure even if someone by mistake put it in his pocket in the morning, he would be hiding it. He would not show that I'm carrying my toothbrush with me in my pocket. Then I took my miswak out and I said, here, I have my miswak in my pocket. Which is showing you the clear difference between the two. That toothbrush, you don't carry it in your pocket all the time. But miswak, you have it with you and you use it all the time. As I said, I'm not saying that toothbrush will not fulfill the purpose of miswak, but I'm saying that toothbrush will not suffice to fulfill the purpose of miswak. Use the toothbrush twice a day, mashallah, perfect. But now, other than that, you need to use your miswak. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if I was not afraid of making it difficult on my ummah, I would have made miswak fard on them with every salah. I would have made it fard on them with every salah. So that tells us what he wanted from us. He said, I just don't want to call it fard. What does that mean? That I really, really recommend that you do it. But my fear is, sometimes you may not find it, you forgot it somewhere, and you're making wudu, then you will be sinner by not doing it. So this is why I'm not calling it fard. Anyway, so that is miswak. Qassu sharib. So my recommendation for everyone, please get into the habit of doing miswak. Men and women, all alike. Adult and young, everyone, children, everyone has to do miswak. But use the proper miswak. Don't use it too harshly on your teeth. Don't press too hard. Don't eat up the miswak. Just move it over. And after everything, keep it with you all the time in your purse. Keep your miswak with you. In your pocket, keep your miswak. And you ate something, you just had snacks, every time, nuts. We eat nuts. You know what happens with nuts all over your mouth. So now you do miswak. You had coffee, do the miswak. You're not going to be using the toothbrush all of those times. So keep in the habit of this miswak.